Hi guys, thought I'd have you over for breakfast. I've been hearing actually lately that there's some rumors going on, a bit of gossip on the net, that the DC might be closing his channel. Why are people saying that, I wonder? Is it just because that he's been away for a few days? Actually, I've heard a few other rumors, and one of them is that he might have been put into prison, because living in Switzerland, he's maybe a drug pusher or something like that, and has this really expensive Swiss bank account. And then actually somebody else said, well, no, actually it might just be because he had too much work and wasn't able to get onto the net. But I mean, that's no fun. I mean, that's probably the same as a lot of people. So I don't know. Maybe it's one of those three. Today's topic actually was gossip. It's going to be gossip. In SpookyUniversity, every week has a new topic, and one of them, this week's is gossip. And actually, I'm a bit late because finally, I was overloaded with work and wasn't able to be on the net. Actually, not at all for the last few days, and I haven't even looked at anything. I'm making this video, not knowing what's up there for the moment. If you're wondering, it's a boiled egg. Children made the painting at the time. Gossip. Well, it's one of those things that you kind of wonder, like, when does gossip come into being? What I mean is that we all like to chat about the others. We all like to give news, get news, and when there's just just information, just talking about somebody, when does it go into gossip? I mean, like if I have a friend who's in need and I'm asking about him, I don't think that's gossip. On the other hand, I mean, if I'm talking behind somebody's back, and it's happened. I mean, I don't think it's not happened. If anybody says it's never happened, I'm sorry, you're a liar. We all have gossiped at one time or another, more or less malicious, I would say. But that's probably where the point comes in. I mean, where is the line again between gossip and, for example, slander? Now, I'll try and not break this thing up. My kids always like to, not have any problems with the yolks. This is a pretty wet one, pretty liquid one. Gossip is something that, like I said, when it goes into slandering people, can become very harmful. Because there's nothing worse than half-truths. Half-truth or half-lies. If you're a half-full or half-empty person, you'll say one or the other. But the idea is that that's what gossip usually is. It's talking about someone very often without giving all the facts, very often without forgetting some of them. I'm talking German now. Forgetting some of them. And, just basically doing on purpose that only the bad thing gets across. Now, that is more of a slandering type of gossip. There's also what we almost might call a fun type of gossip, where, you've had a party or something and somebody maybe had a drink too much and was a bit of a fool or something like that. But, nothing mean in that respect. And the next day you're with friends and you're talking about it. And you're a few of them and you're having a bit of a go at the person. I think that's a bit more of a harmless type of gossip. Gossip is gossip. Maybe you should never talk about anybody behind their back or whatever, but there's a difference there. You're not trying to destroy the person. Have I often felt consequences of gossip? It has happened, of course. And sometimes it can be very, very painful consequences, because like I say, people then believe half-truths. And the half-truths become full lies with time, because you know the way it goes. I mean, usually gossip spreads, but bits get lost. And you're not able actually to say, that it was completely true at the end. If you're the person who's receiving it, peanut butter. By the way, yes, we have peanut butter here in Europe. If you're not able to prove it, and the thing is that actually, if you're the one who's at the butt of this gossip, very often, if you try to bring things right, you have to bring a lot of arguments, because of course you're defending yourself, so you are most probably lying. It's a vicious circle, isn't it? And have you ever seen how people look at you after two people have been gossiping and you happen to walk in? You almost know right off that they've been talking about you, don't you? And that hurts. That hurts, because most of the time you know that it's not good. And I think that that's something that that gossip is really destroying mankind. This is honey from Guatemala, from a third world shop. Kind of liquid today, actually. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah. Gossip. Like I said, yeah, I've had a lot of consequences, actually. If you're in a workplace, depending on the type of workplace you are, if it's a competitive environment, gossip gets there pretty quickly, and it can be very harmful. Where other places that gossip ends up being harmful or part of society. There's a lot of gossip in rural areas, but why? I don't think it wasn't always meant to be harmful there. I think that sometimes, it's just because if I think of own family, who lived on farms or whatever, and you don't get that much news. And then when you do have the chance to get somebody and chat and find out about the others, I don't know if that's actually gossip or informing yourself, or, it's like self-satisfaction of finding out what's going on, and basically it's a way of relieving boredom. And that actually is another thing. Is gossip, gossip as a pastime very often comes from people who are bored. It's not always malicious. We do think, we have this picture, of these old ladies chatting on the phone. Those who like to listen to the old Andy Griffin shows, you know about the telephone operator Sarah, who knew about everything and listened to everything. And of course, if Aunt B or anybody else wanted to know about something, what would you do? Well, you call Clara or Sarah or whatever, and you'd find out about it, wouldn't you? Yeah. So in that respect, there's a dose of maliciousness, of course, when it becomes mean, when it becomes trying to hurt somebody. But then again, society has changed. There was a period when gossip was a time really to inform. Malicious gossip has remained what it was. Seeding false truths is the root of many, many evils. And when gossip goes there, when it passes that line of information, should we call it fun, having a bit of a go at somebody, but when it passes that line of seeding false truth, gossip becomes, I would say, evil. Because you're destroying part of somebody. And I'm destroying part of somebody when I'm doing it. I hate saying you, because that makes actually pontification, doesn't it? No, we are destroying somebody when we gossip. The best thing actually in gossip is to see when you're on the other end. Do you like it? No. And what does gossip do? Gossip also breeds vengeance. And so on. And so, as usual, it's a bit disjointed. I want to have breakfast with you. I haven't been on the tube for 3 days, and actually I've been missing it like mad. I think it's probably we should talk about addiction the next time. Getting addicted, Have you ever tried to go cold turkey? on the internet. I don't know, for some of us, especially on YouTube, it's pretty difficult. And I've not been able to be on the net for the last few days. I haven't even been able to look at mails. I haven't even turned on the computer, the personal computer, for the last few days. And I'm going over my time, I think. So I guess I'll have to stop here and cut some things out. DC signing off. Take care.